Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Saint Riot. Here's some invasions with a Pyromancer build. This is at level 80. And, the music in this video, in the background, very quietly, probably, unless I forgot to mix it down like I do. The music in the background here is from a game called Tactics Ogre Reborn. And if any of you know anything about me, you know that one of my favorite video games ever is Final Fantasy Tactics. I rate it up there with, you know, the Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Elden Ring and, you know, all my favorite games. Tactics is still up there, Final Fantasy Tactics. And the crew that made Final Fantasy Tactics, they worked for a company called Quest. And after they made a game for Quest called Tactics Ogre, which was from the Ogre Battle series, and it was like a tactical ogre game. So, Ogre Tactics. Tactics Ogre. They were then hired, the entire team, by Square, not Square Enix, just regular old Square, to make Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay, so Tactics Ogre was one of those games that I knew about after I got older. I played Final Fantasy Tactics when I was a wee lad, and I loved it. Tactics Ogre Remaster came out about a year ago, maybe a year and a half at this point, something like that. And Tactics Ogre Reborn, I played it, I beat it, I loved it, I played it, I beat it again, and now it's the only thing I want to play right now. I'm just replaying it over and over and over again. I was trying to kill this guy with gravity because he's a cheater. People all the time talk about cheaters on PC, and I know that like cheaters on PC like historically could like crash your game or whatever, but I watch PC streamers stream Elden Ring invasions, and they run into way less cheaters, just regular cheaters, not the crasher. I don't know about that, but people love to cheat in this game. So this guy's given himself infinite stamina, infinite HP, and infinite, well, not infinite, but near infinite. And then he's summoned up these blues who sit here and watch streamers do running poke attacks and carrying slicer, and they defend cheaters. That invasion went on forever, and I was trying to lure that guy to some kind of ledge where I could kill him, but didn't happen. But this was the second invasion I got when I turned on Elden Ring, and I was just like, yeah, okay. All I want to do right now is play Tactics Ogre and Street Fighter 6. And so that's what I've been doing. And like every weekend, I like sit down and do some Elden Ring invasions, and I'm like, all right. And first and foremost, please don't come at me and bitch about Elden Ring right now, just because I'm not in the mood to play it currently. Because I'm just not in the mood to play it. It doesn't mean I don't like it and I hate it now, okay? And a lot of like the comments from people who are like, Elden Ring's bad. It just tastes like sour grapes to me. And I don't know what to tell you about that, okay? The game just is what it is. And if you don't like it, that's fine, you know, but like, it's never going to be something that you like if you're mad at the game. Okay? And I'm not mad at the game. And I'm not even really mad at the players. The cheater guy can suck my ass, but and the blue who helped the cheater also can suck my ass. But I talk about this sometimes. I will invade people, and they are running whatever some YouTuber made a video about 2 months ago. and I'll see like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 of those out of 10 invasions. Okay? And so, to me, and to people like me, and people who watch my stream, and they see it over and over and over again, you get tired of it real quick. Like, you see the same, oh, flaming strike on a halberd, you know, dual straight swords, dual spears, dual whatever. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, to you, it's passé by the time it happens. But to these people, it's still new. And so I try not to, like, get... I try not to get, you know, frustrated at stuff like that. Because while I'm sick of seeing it already, there's a lot of people who are seeing it for the first time. And, you know, they don't know that, you know, every person I invade is doing the thing that they're doing, whatever that might be for this week. You know, they just, to them it's still fresh and new and funny, or whatever. And so my point is, I try not to get, like, frustrated at, like, the players' behavior, because they're just, you know, trying to have a good time. But I'm just not in the mood for it. I didn't particularly feel like turning on Elden Ring when I turned it on, and I knew that one of two things would happen. I would either immediately regret it, or I would fall into, like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, this is fun. I just haven't done it in a minute, and I forgot that it can be fun. And I'm just kind of in the former mind space, I guess. You know, once the DLC comes out and there's, like, new stuff to play with and look at, and you know, every time they release DLC, it always comes with, like, a massive balance patch and stuff like that. That will shake things up in itself, and then there will also be a whole bunch of new stuff to play with and to see and to experience, and that will most definitely, you know, change my my outlook on it. But at the moment, I just am kind of whatever. I'll try again, you know. I'll do some more invasions and see if I have better luck. But everything was just so, like, I've cut out so much of these invasions where, like, this invasion right here, to you, just picked up. But to me, this invasion had already been going on for, like, 3 or 4 minutes. And, you know, now this is the last 3 minutes. And so when I do an invasion and I save the footage, I just, on my PlayStation, there's an option to select save the last 3 minutes of footage. And that's what I do. So to you, these are all, like, 3-minute clips. But to me, some of these were, like, 15, 20, whatever, minute-long excursions. I just was not feeling it. I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, I could have gotten, like, 30 fights with Ryu in right now, you know? And so I started getting frustrated, and so now I'm playing a way that I don't necessarily enjoy playing, but I feel like, you know, it's more important that I quote-unquote teach my opponent a lesson than it is that I have fun. And when I get to a point where, like, that's an actual thought that I have, I'm just immediately like, okay, I'm stupid and this sucks, I'm just gonna stop doing it. So that's what happened. But yeah, like, I don't want to be using dual straight swords against 2 guys, and you play the 2 guys, and you play, and you play, and you play, and, you know, you have to be careful or whatever. I'm not trying to just run in and lose, you know. And you do that for a while, and then a blue shows up on top of that, and it's like, okay, so, like, I've already, like, dug in, and now you guys get this fresh man to come and hopefully save the day for you, or whatever. And it just irks me to no end, and so it becomes less important that I have fun and do something cool, and it becomes more important that I quote, I'm saying quote because I realize it's stupid, it becomes more important that I quote teach these guys a lesson. And so that's, like, I don't. What lesson? Who cares? Stop playing the game right now. I'm talking to myself. That's what I did. I stopped playing the game right now. Yeah, my point being, I don't have a lot of footage. I don't have a lot of videos to show off. I'm not in the mood. I will be in the mood. Again, I'm just not at the moment. And a lot of you are, anytime I post a video and I'm like, hey, I'm currently playing this video game. A lot of times there's always somebody who's like, I would watch you play that video game. The only reason I don't stream that stuff on YouTube is just because I like 99% of my YouTube content to just be From Software stuff. That's why I made this channel. I didn't make this channel to be like a streamer, or anything like that. I just made it to show off cool stuff in From Software games. That's the entire point of this channel. That will always be the point of this channel. And you say, well, you could start a second YouTube channel and stream there and upload stuff there. And I could, but it would take forever. And it would be an inordinate amount of work for absolutely no payoff. And I know that might sound like, I don't know, like, sellout-ish? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is here. Because if you've never done this stuff, it's like, you just turn on the video game and you play it. What's hard about that? Nothing is hard about that at all. And that's what I love about my Twitch channel. I can just do that. And that's what I do, and it's easy, and I love it, and I have a great time. But when you start talking about, like, okay, now I have to set up a second YouTube channel that isn't going to be monetized, that I can't live stream from, that I can't do any of this stuff with until it hits a certain threshold, and now I have to grind to get that stuff going, okay? And so I'm giving you like, how do I do that? Well, I would post Elden Ring stuff. Okay, well, now I'm posting Elden Ring stuff on a second channel so that I can grow that channel, so that I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I hope you understand. It's not like it's so hard. It's not that at all. It's just an inordinate amount of work for such little payoff that would take forever. Anyway, my point is, I stream all this stuff on Twitch. If you ever want to come hang out there, the link is always in the description of these YouTube videos. If you can't come to Twitch, totally get it, totally understand. And I will do some more invasions and maybe find myself in a better mood. But here's some for today, and man, I didn't love them, but hopefully you had fun. I'll see you next time. Till then, later, y'all.